true. Now, it turned out that after abandoning George Smith and absconding with his belongings and money,
I love that word.
It is
Absconding.
great.
I looked that up the other day.
so you did, I thought of it.
That's funny.
Lizzie fled to Bellows Fall, Vermont, which is a small town along the New Hampshire border. Before long, she took up with a local painter by the name of Charles Plaisdell, and the couple were soon married.
She said, paint me on this feather.
Shocker. I got a feather-ass bed.
You want to paint me on it?
Almost nothing is known about this relationship, but just 2 weeks after the marriage, she packed up her son and left. They just left.
Oh my God, I forgot she has a whole ass child.
Has a whole ass child.
No
Didn't
bueno.
say a word to anyone, just said leaving. 2 weeks after.
Oh no, doll.
Now, years later, after her arrest and trial, authorities tried to locate Plaisdell,
Okay.
who she had married.
Yeah, the painter.
They couldn't find anyone in Vermont living under that name, and he was never remembered by anyone in Bellows Falls.
I'm deeply obsessed with that.
Right? That lore?
Deeply obsessed with that.
I feel like that.
Or do you think that any of that ever happened?
Yeah. Turn to the familiarity of Greenwich. By the time she abandoned Charles Plaisdell, she caused so much havoc and had broken so many laws in Greenwich that she really couldn't go back.
All right.
Instead, she packed up her son. Remember, she does have a son. And they headed south, eventually settling in Philadelphia. And that's the city where her parents had first arrived decades earlier.
Yeah, I remember.
So without any job resources or social connections, not that she was someone else, but then they figured out that she was like she was their family friend, this awkward child. So they had actually let them stay in the guest room. And even when they realized her parents, like, it's fine. It was like a weird thing. I think they thought she was like a sister they hadn't seen since they were little.
And she went along with it?
And in January 1888, she paid 2 months' rent in advance, telling the landlord her mother would incur in the coming weeks. After filling the house with furniture she bought on credit from a local store and ensuring everything was around $600, Lizzie began setting up the first floor of the house as a kind of general store. And she set out barrels of onions and potatoes, loaves of bread, other sundries. She was like, you know what, I'm going to turn it over a new leaf. I'm going to run a general store.
All right.
Why not? Unfortunately, the store did struggle within the first few weeks, and nothing really improved in the months after that, so it didn't end up being a good thing. Her business finally came to an end when on the morning of March 14th, 1888, the fire department was dispatched to Kensington Avenue, where they found the entire building that contained the store and Lizzie's home was up in flames.
Oh.
Fortunately, the families living on either side of her managed to escape with their lives, but they had a lot of property. Now, after the firemen had managed to get everything under the floor where the store had been, and were surprised to find that it had been emptied of its furnishings.